All right, everybody, Jack Hawthorne here, CEO of Keller Williams Heritage in San Antonio, Texas, and I wanted to give you guys a market update because we've seen a lot of stuff happening, and as the largest real estate brokerage in the city and surrounding areas by a really big margin, there's a lot of information that we can gather from the data that may not be out there yet. So we wanted to give some updates, and maybe it'll help your clients make some more informed decisions. So first and foremost, we have seen an overall softening of the market, and what that means is that we're really moving to a normal market, which feels a little slow because we've had an insane market since early 2020. And so when you go from just this crazy inflated market down to a normal market, it may feel a little softer, but what's actually happening is great. So over the last week, we saw home prices decrease 5% for the average home purchased. Now that doesn't mean house prices are going down. What it means is that the average house purchased went down 5%. Now what also happened is we saw an 8% increase in homes sold. So that means that people are selling more houses and those prices are not going up with it proportionally. So what that means is that there's more affordable housing coming on the market and that buyers are actually getting a chance in those lower sub 400 price points, which are really, really important, and it's really a battleground, and it has been for several months, if not several years. So right now we're seeing the market soften so that if you have buyers that have been fatigued and they've just been beaten out of the market, this is a great time to revisit that. And as long as they come in serious and they don't goof around, you're probably still coming in at asking price if they're comping it correctly. But right now we're not seeing as many deals where you have to come in 5, 10, 15% over asking price to make things happen. We're not seeing as many appraisal waivers being necessary. So really we're just seeing buyers having a better chance at winning the good fight and getting a house at a reasonable cost, because everyone else is, they've sold, they've maximized if they intended to sell. And then what we've also seen is that we've found a lot of sellers now coming onto the market that were alarmed before, right? So for the last year or so, sellers have been a little concerned, saying, well, yeah, I can get top dollar plus some for my home, but then I gotta buy a house and I'm in the exact same boat. Well, even though there are tons of programs available that allow you to avoid that problem, sellers are seeing now that, okay, I think with the market softening a little bit, we'll be able to find a home if we're moving up or moving down or whatever season we're in life. So you're seeing some listings come online that weren't previously ready to do so. So if you have clients that have been on the fence, whether they're a buyer or a seller, and they've just been looking at this market being like, I gotta hold off, this is a really, really good time to let them know it might be time to reassess, see if their goals are still the same, or just make a more informed decision with the information available to you as an agent.